Hey guys, what's up? It is Spurly, and I have another gameplay commentary. This gameplay is not confirmed because of how long this commentary might get, but as of right now, it is a Call of Duty Black Ops game. But who knows what it will end up being? Just all about the timing. So really, what I want to talk about, and what I've kind of been thinking about for a while, is what would my perfect game be? Like, what game do I want to see? And at the beginning of talking about like games in the commentary, at first I was gonna give Black Ops a report card, but as the video was rendering on my computer, I saw Woody had given Black Ops a report card, so I didn't want to seem like I was copying it, and it really upset me because that was just like a wasted video, and I really would have. I think I had a lot of good things to say, but it would have been very overshadowed, more overshadowed than my videos usually are. Okay. Anyway, so what I really want to talk about today is what I want in the game. What would my perfect game be? And this is gonna sound kind of dumb, but a mixture of most games really is would my ideal game be. It's a first-person shooter role-playing game with a little bit of like flying, but not like a simulator type game. The first part would be, it takes place like you're like on Earth and you're training for a mission would be in a different somewhere that's not on this planet, whether it be the moon or like a different galaxy somewhere. The distance is not relevant, but you train on Earth, and it's not like a combat training. It's like, oh well, I mean, it's not like a a Call of Duty open Earth. It's like, okay, well, here's all the controls, and you're a new soldier. Now that you've learned them all, you can come shoot and fight with us. It's like you're like high up and you know what you're doing, and they're like, okay. Just to make sure we know, just make sure everyone needs to. We need to go over this legally. So like they have you do stupid things. Like they know you know it. Everybody that plays Call of Duty knows how to play the game. Those little missions at the beginning aren't really worth much. But I guess some people will need to learn the game and the controls and the setup. So it'll just be that type of quick thing, like a really quick, here's how to shoot. Now shoot on the target. And the control layup is not really that important, obviously. So, which makes the this mission less important. It's just something to get out of the way, basically. And then you go to wherever thing that is not on your planet is, or maybe it's on the planet, but it's like a place that has been ruined by some event. And so you need to fly there, and you get to pilot the aircraft, because I don't like games that are full flight simulators, but sometimes it's cool to have little missions where you control, aircraft. And so that's what it would be. And it wouldn't be like a long mission. Like you would take off, whether it be a rocket upright or a more of a plane take off from the ground type thing. I would prefer a rocket upright, and you get to do like you hit a button, and then you see your finger hit the controls, and the panels and everything, and then from there you eventually land, and then you land, and then you have to get out and make sure everything's okay, and you run like a simple test. Like it's like, okay, well, studies have already been done, but this is a new area, so we need to make sure there's oxygen here. So all they do is like throw something out the window, and that'll be able to tell you if there's oxygen, or it's just something simple that is just really quickly, and then you're able to walk out and you like explore the area, and it's a big RPG area. It's kind of like, now I know it's just because I've been playing a lot of Borderlands, I've been influenced by it, but I really do like the concept of RPGs, except a lot of them just don't pull it off for me the right way. And Borderlands happens to do that, and so like it doesn't have to be open. Like there could be, it's just a large area that you get to roam, and you have to go complete these challenges, and missions go wrong. And then your goal in the end is to take the the whatever place that you've gone to that is not where you started at. It's your goal to to overtake the land and make it yours, and so the whole purpose, that's how you get some of the fighting done. And there could be regular like I guess they'd be rebels. They could, oh, well, puppy noises. There could be like a regular, humanoid type opponents or enemies, or there could be, alien type things, or weird animals, but there's just there's a large group of enemies that you have to defeat. And you defeat those, and then you attain certain objectives, and you learn more about their you learn more about how they work, and what would be necessary in order to make this place your own and take it from them. And you have to, they have a large amount of reserves. This is one of the things, and you need like reserves of natural resources, and most of them have all been collected, and it's really rare to find a natural resource, but they're stored in like a vault, or they're buried underground, or they're hidden. But they were at a place because that was kind of really what everyone went off of. They had currency, which was just other resources that they would trade for other resources. It was all trade, basically. And you're part of the main thing about taking over this place is you need to make sure that you are the people with the resources. And so some of the missions might be go get a stockpile of this resource, or go find this resource, and then get it, and then attain it for yourself, and stockpile it. And sometimes maybe you'll need to trade with the people that you're fighting against. Maybe they'll come to you and ask for this, and then you completely I guess rip them off would be you completely overprice what they're giving you. Like they would give you like a ton of steel, or like 500 pounds of steel, and then you could give them like 100 pounds of plastic. Just something like you rip them off completely for something that they need, because or maybe even that's too much. Like maybe like the trade, or like maybe you do a trade but it goes wrong, and one of your people decides to make the trade go wrong, and they decide to shoot someone when they were about to make the trade, or they do the same to you and they turn on you, and they or like they don't hold up their end of the agreement. And so there's certain things like that you would look for, and that would be it. And that's the single player. And for the multiplayer, there's really so many options that you could do, because you could be playing. It could be taking place. You have like when you get out at level 1, you have a crappy gun that you would have started with at the beginning of the campaign, and by the end of the campaign you have really nice, high, upgraded, ranked up guns, and by the end of the multiplayer rank up, you would have a nice gun. And the prestige option would be it would be nice, but it wouldn't be like you unlock certain things. It's just maybe you get a different rank up emblem, and there's something that you would get for doing it, but it wouldn't be anything like you get a larger amount of classes. Because I think that that's what's wrong with the prestige system in Call of Duty, is that 5 classes really isn't a lot, and the whole prestige is a lot to put into it. I mean 5 classes, an extra class is a lot, and a prestige is a lot more to put into it. And sometimes it's not always worth it. And so it would always be worth it to prestige, but it would also be worth it to not prestige in multiplayer. So there would be an option to rank up. Who knows if it would be called prestiging, or like starting over, or regaining, or something like that. But it would be called something different, but it would be the same thing. Also, it wouldn't be I wouldn't want it to be a like a full-on Twitch perks and everything. Like you have certain skill sets that you get to decide what you are, and like if you wanted to be like a scout or like a sniper or something like that, you would like mainly be a sniper, but you wouldn't only get to unlock sniper rifles. You could unlock different types of guns, but you get less XP for using them, or you don't get as many of them as you would if you were a different class. So you kind of have to, make a class and stick to it. And the other cool thing about it is you could even have, you have 3 or 4, class things, like you're a combat rifle person, or a submachine gun, or a sniper, or a shotgun guy. And so there's 4 different classes, and you could have up to 4 different characters, so that you could, maybe be one of each. And, be able to unlock things that way. And so you could experience the whole game as one player, but you can experience more of the whole game as multiplayer, being a player with more than one skill set. I mean, having different characters that have different skill sets. And one thing that really kind of bores me about the standard loading screens for video games is it's just the standard, there's a progress bar and a picture of the map. What it would be basically is a cutscene, and it would the lobby would go into a game, and then once it went into a game, it would you know, it would show a cutscene of how you got there, because you could have it in different locations. Like you could have one on the base that you learned at on planet Earth, and maybe just the cutscene be like a car ride there, and you getting out on your side, or like a truck full of people get out on their side, or maybe if it's a different planet, or on a different planet or a different part of the planet, you get a, you know, you get to see the thing take off, and then, you know, everybody, and then land, and everybody gets out onto you know, the side of the map. And you know, then they can, you know, jump in, or like they get out and they open up the door and you could see something recognizable from the map, and then it would you know, cut to a you know, the countdown to the start of the game. I don't know, I just think that that would be something really cool to add to a game. But you know, these are just my opinions, and if you guys have any, I'd be more than interested in hearing them, because even as we know now, you know, one game isn't the idea of one person, and I especially think with Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, developers are starting to know that, you know, a developing game isn't just, you know, one person deciding to make a game and then it goes through, you know, input of the players and of people, you know, who are more into the tactics of the game, or get very important for a multiplayer. But you know, ideally it would be a, you know, a big single player and a big multiplayer game. Like if you play an RPG, you're really only going to get a single player. But you know, if you got an RPG that had like a multiplayer that was as big or as prosperous as Call of Duty, and had both of them in the same game, it would be a great game. And you know, it would have ideally it would have new games and new expansion packs, like I guess DLC, or more than just a map pack, but new single player missions and new multiplayer, maybe like weapons and maps. But anyway, that's just my idea for you know, what a game that I would like to see. But maybe if you have a different one, leave yours in the comments. See you guys.